Hey everybody, it's GauntletX and welcome back to some more Core Set 2021 spoilers. In this video I'll be talking about all of my favorite spoilers that have been revealed since my first spoiler video last week. We'll start off with some of the reprints spoiled thus far. First off, a reprint from 8th Revolt, Heroic Intervention. Heroic Intervention is an instant for 1 and a green that gives each permanent you control hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. This is a very popular commander staple since it allows your entire field to survive a board wipe or just save any permanent you control from any targeted removal. This is the first time Heroic Intervention has been printed since its initial printing in 8th Revolt, and its previous printing commanded a $15 price tag. This is also a pretty nice reprint financially to help lower that cost a bit for commander players while adding another value rare to the core set. Next up is a bit of a weird reprint, Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage is a rare land from Throne of Eldraine that you can tap and sacrifice to search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle your library. Then, if you control 4 or more lands, untap that land. So this is a great land that sees play in most multicolored decks in Standard, just a great versatile mana fixing card in general. The only thing that's weird about it is that it's getting a reprint in the rare slot so soon. So for those who don't know, the way that Standard works is every fall, sets that reach a certain age or older rotate out of Standard, and due to the way that the cutoff works, Throne of Eldraine and Core Set 2021 will both rotate out of Standard at the exact same time in the fall of 2021. So in terms of adding cards to Standard or Magic Arena, this reprint is entirely redundant. I'm personally fine with the reprint just for financial reasons to keep Fabled Passage in high supply, since it's currently a $10 land that most decks run 4 copies of. But there's a major concern that a lot of people are having with this, and a few of the other reprints in this. Concern is how these cards are just worthless for enfranchised arena players. Since most arena players that play a lot already have playsets of Fabled Passage for their decks, just from Throne of Eldraine. Maybe they crafted them, maybe they drafted them, anything like that. These are just dead rares for them to open in their core set 2021 packs or drafts, which is a huge bummer. The problem comes from the fact that there's no trading on Arena, and you will only need 4 of every card, so having 4 from one set and 4 from another set does literally nothing for you. So it's literally just a dead rare. It's like opening your pack and getting something that's completely worthless for you on Arena. So here's hoping they give some sort of duplicate protection for players who already have a playset from a previous set, but as of yet, there's no such thing in place. Next up are a couple more commander staples that could easily make their way into standard ramp decks: Cultivate and Solemn Simulacrum. Cultivate is 2 and a green for a sorcery that allows you to search your library for 2 basic land cards, put one onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, and Solemn Simulacrum is a 4 mana 2/2 artifact creature that allows you to search your library for a basic land card and put it into play tapped when it enters the battlefield, and draw a card when it dies. These two have been reprinted a decent amount, mostly in commander decks, so neither are too expensive, but they haven't been in standard in quite some time, and each of them has a special, rarer, extended art version in the set to really spice up your decks with. I really like the extended art Cultivate. As for the Solemn Simulacrum, he's cool too, but someone on Twitter said that he looks like Pepsi Man. I just can't unsee that now. But I guess on second thought, that maybe makes me want it more. I don't know. Depends. The more I look on it, maybe I'll get it altered to literally be Pepsi Man. Moving on to some of the new cards I'd like to talk about today, we'll start the new stuff off with our first ever Dog Tribal Lord. Pack Leader is 1 and a white for a 2/2 dog that gives other dogs you control +1/+1, and whenever Pack Leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. This is a really nice lord all around. He prevents damage to himself as well, so in a dog tribal deck, you're always safe to attack with him on the board, and he's just a really good boy. I mean, look at that artwork. He's got a fantastic set of armor on him and a glorious stash. For the first dog lord ever, I don't think it can really get any better than this, but if somehow this isn't quite your style, there is an alternate art version available as the M21 bundle promo, which is quite nice as well. Next up for the new cards in this video is Pursued Whale. For 2 blue and 5 more mana, Pursued Whale is an 8/8 whale that states, when Pursued Whale enters the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1 red pirate creature token with this creature can't block, and creatures you control attack each combat if able. And spells your opponents cast that target Pursued Whale cost 3 more to cast. I just think this card is hilarious. You drop your whale in Commander in a multiplayer game. The board is now in chaos. Everyone's attacking each other. There's little moron pirates everywhere. So yeah, it's hilarious. I'm excited to play this card, especially because it's exactly the kind of card that I'm looking for in my Dalico Sprawl deck, since that deck loves suiting up giant blue and red creatures with equipment. Really doesn't get much bigger than the Pursued Whale. For the final card in today's video, let's take a look at Fiery Emancipation. For 3 red and 3 more, it's a mythic rare enchantment with the ability, if a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead. This card is hot. There are tons of insane combos with this card. Definitely a casual and commander all-star. If you follow this up with Sundering Stroke, you do 21 damage. If you attack with Drakuseth and this on board, you do 12 damage to one target and 9 damage to 2 others, not to mention the 21 combat damage that Drakuseth deals itself. It's just insane. Everything I just listed is all standard cards. Like, just imagine looking through the history of Magic, all the things that you can do with this card. I'm looking forward to running this in Commander and seeing what kind of explosive plays it'll lead to. Well, that is all the cards I have time for today, but there's plenty more spoiled that I'm excited for. Be sure to check out scryfall.com to stay up to date on the spoilers yourselves. If you want to see them the second they're spoiled and you want to see every card that is spoiled. Otherwise, stick around. I'll keep talking about a few of my favorites as time goes on. And this Friday, Rivals of Ixalan Historic Drafts will be up on Arena as well as Arena Cube Drafts. So I'll be streaming some of both Friday morning on twitch.tv/GauntletX if you want to check that out. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon for more Magic the Gathering content. And if you're still around in this video and you're watching it the day of reveal, get on Arena right now. Get that daily deal. It's 550 gold, 450 gold. It's free real estate.